Hello Leo, and welcome to January 2019. Now, quite difficult messages to interpret here. I had to really call on my angels and say, what are you saying here? Because this is, I believe, going to be quite specific for some of you, but it's going to not apply to all of you. So let's see how we go. I may need to bring in some clarifiers and some other cards. Okay, so we're starting the month with this Six of Swords. This is you moving away from drama, from conflict, from challenges, from difficulties. Now, we all know that 2018 was quite a challenging year. We're coming into January, you're leaving that behind you, and you are moving into this year is about commitment. All right, it's about commitment for you, and it's being able to really commit to yourself and to love and to your infinite possibilities, because we are ending the month with the Magician, and the energy from your angels is all about opening up a door to the infinite, which is your infinite self, your infinite possibilities. But we've got healing, and we've got death, and we've got time, and it's a very mixed kind of bag we've got for you, Leo. So we're moving into January with the Six of Swords here, which is you leaving behind what was in the past, what was up and down, what was a little bit chaotic. And that chaotic, they're just saying to me, many of you had built things or had things that were on a very shaky foundation, and so you come away from that now, and this year, this month, you're really wanting to focus on commitment. All right, that's what I'm getting from the Hierophant more than anything. Now, he also means higher learning, higher knowledge. He means the spiritual self. He's the Pope. He's our connection with our inner self. You are moving away from the chaos, and you're wanting to come into something much more committed, much stronger, much more stable, tapping into that knowledge, that higher learning, the development and growth, the way you have changed through 2018, and you're taking that growth with you now into January, into 2019. And that commitment is, for many of you, related to a loving relationship. Now, this could be the ending of a relationship for some of you, with the Hierophant there, which is symbolizing marriage, commitment, contracts, and the Death card underneath it. Some of you are ending a marriage or a committed relationship. Now, for others of you, the Lover's card represents the way you are with yourself, the way you love you, the way you treat you, and kindness and care, and putting yourself first, and protecting yourself and nurturing yourself. And those of you who haven't been doing that, that's what you're wanting to end, the way that perhaps some of you have been self-sabotaging, hurting yourself, not really having a commitment to you, putting everybody else's needs first, forgetting all about you. And that is what is wanting to heal, because we've got the Healer of the Angels. This is your advice card from the energy oracle cards. So we are needing to heal. This healing a relationship with yourself or with others, healing the way that you allow yourself to be treated. So it's not necessarily that we're healing a marriage. We could be leaving a marriage, all right, because we've got death and endings, and that is grief, and there is sadness, and there should be a sense of loss when we have ended something. That's quite normal. It's okay. You work through the grief and out the other side. It's definitely needing to be healed. For others of you, this isn't about a marriage. This is the commitment to yourself, that there's just been lacking this commitment, and it needs to come in. All right, and so the way that some of you have sabotaged yourself is going to be ending. Now, we've got 2 5s with this. This top row is your month, all right? So here we've got 2 5s. We've got the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. So this is battle, mental battle, but often winning that battle, all right? Because he's standing there victorious. You've won the battle. For those of you who perhaps over Christmas came to the realization that this relationship isn't working, I am ending it. And that was quite a difficult decision to come to, because the card of the Five of Swords talks very much about inner conflict and having to go through a battle, but ending up victorious. And he is victorious. But it is leaving you feeling out in the cold and a little bit worried about money, or worried about, that's the poverty consciousness there of feeling left out in the cold and on my own. So these cards here for many of you are talking about ending a relationship, coming into January having walked away from that marriage, from that commitment, and feeling it was the right thing to do. It was hard to come to that decision, and now I'm panicked. I'm feeling very on my own and lonely and scared. But we've got the Magician, which means that you can manifest now something new, something beautiful out of that, okay? That for many of you, that relationship that you've ended was blocking your potential. All right, it was holding you back, and you knew it was holding you back and stifling you, and you couldn't breathe, and you needed to get out. And now there is this sense of freedom, and these two together are beautiful. You are going to be creating a new life for yourself this year, so don't be scared. It's quite normal. That's all part of the grief about, oh my God, how am I going to manage? Where am I going to live? What am I going to do? But if you just step into your magician power, knowing that you can create and manifest something new for yourself, which is beautiful, because underneath here we have, that's the Star card, and this is time. All right, giving yourself time to grieve, time to move on, time to heal, and then your star will shine. Then you are ready for something more. So for many of you, these cards are talking about the ending of a committed relationship, and this can also be ending a job, all right? Because we've got the feeling very poor here, and it's been a battle. Do I stay? Do I go? How am I going to live? How am I going to manage? And you have ended it. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because of these cards here. So if this is for a job or a relationship ending, you've got to work through that. It's a normal part of life, of endings and then new beginnings. So we've got the new beginnings coming in, and your star, you know, this is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your light coming back from what has been quite a challenging time for you, Leos. Now I'm just asking my angels now, that makes absolute sense for anybody who's, you know, had a difficult year in their relationship in 2018 and is now deciding in January, I'm off, I've left, I'm having something new. What about for those of you who are single, quite happily single, or, you know, have in a very strong, committed, happy relationship? Where is this applying for you? So I'm just asking here. Okay, so these cards focusing on the commitment to yourself, commitment to loving yourself more, commitment in the relationship, allowing yourself to further develop it into a more brighter, I'm taken to this card of the infinite here, of this beautiful sky, this beautiful light, that everything opening up, feeling more open, feeling more expansive, and feeling that you can manifest and create. I'm going to go back to the Gilded Tarot. I'm going to ask for messages for those of you that didn't apply to. So can I have other messages for my Leos that doesn't apply to, please? So the Ten of Cups, this is the happy home, the happy ever after, really being able to build and create and manifest everything that you want. This is the 10. This is everything that you are working through is coming to this place where you are stabilizing a beautiful home, a family, enough money, enough joy. You're using that magician to manifest this. This is what you are wanting to create. This is where you want to have infinite possibilities, the ultimate happy home that we build our foundation on. And that is the energy that is all around you, my darling Leos. So even those of you who are ending a relationship, you want to get to this point where you are having a new home for some of you, or the existing home that you have having a stability, having a joy that was previously lacking over here. That's what you're working towards in January. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps. And I will see you next month in February for more messages from your angels and higher self. Take care, Leo. Bye.